What's up, y'all? College football is approaching fast. Check out another version of the Boss and the Sauce show coming up right now. Here we go. Kansas Jayhawks right here. Now, this is an interesting story. Coach Les Miles inherits a dumpster fire right here. The previous coach had the wrong players for the wrong system. They ran the air raid system and only averaged 23 points on offense last year. To add injury to insult, they got player drama with the running back Pookie, and it's causing a bunch of friction in the background. Now, Les Miles is a quality coach. Last job he had was over at LSU. He's came from some quality places. So I don't know how he got this job, but he's here now. And he's returning 5 on offense, 5 on defense. That's a basic start. He having a solid start right there. And Les Miles could be the man to take this team where they need to go. But they don't have the proper talent in the proper place, and it's going to take some time for this one. I expect the same thing, maybe an extra win out of this squad for the year. But Kansas Jayhawks not taking care of business like they should on the football field.
Yeah, Les Miles, the riverboat gambler, showed up as a surprise coach for this team. This is probably like one of the worst Power 5 teams in all of college football as far as that goes. I mean, the last 4 years, they won a total of 6 games and lost 42. And in conference, they've only had 2 wins with 34 losses. So it's going to be a daunting task for Les Miles to kind of, put this thing together. And I know he's getting up there in age, and I think he wants to win a national championship, but that might not happen in his lifetime. But, he's probably got a good 4 or 5 years, 6 years left, maybe longer to coach. And hopefully, he does have some success. Now, the one bright spot, they got a kid named Stephen Parker, linebacker, that came to Kansas over Nebraska and Texas Tech. And their special teams, they have probably some of the best special teams in the conference and the kicking game. A lot of excitement that Coach Miles is going to bring there. At KU, they got a new stadium they're doing. The alumni is really excited about it. So, it's going to be more of a rebuild, that's for sure. Now, defense, the entire front seven's gone, so they bring in a whole new mediocre, very mediocre crew on defense. We know that. So, it's definitely rebuild. It's definitely Les Miles' recruits. He's going to have a great time recruiting out there. And the one thing we know for sure that the style of football he likes to play, it's an exciting style of football. But I don't think we're going to see that transition in his first year, with no doubt. I got him pegged maybe like 2 wins. They open up with Indiana State and Coastal Carolina, and then it's tough sledding from that point on.
I mean, if they've invested, the alumni in the school invested in a new stadium, invested in Les Miles, maybe they try to get the squad on the right track. But like I said, the players and the systems don't match up. It's going to take a few years for Les Miles to get the troops to believe in his system right here. But it smells kind of fishy to me, BigRagoo. I don't know. Les Miles, here you go. He went away for a while, comes back, and gets a hold of this squad. Maybe he knows somebody in the office over there that hooked him up a nice job. And this is a cool little retirement plan. Maybe he owes some money out there, and he's trying to make a little ends meet right now. So he's coaching this team. But I don't see the motivation on the field. I don't see the team doing the right thing. But, I mean, it's obviously that the last coach had this team just totally all over the place. But I'm gonna go over to the Lindy magazine with a quote right here from Coach Miles. And this after reading this quote, I was like, well, we'll discuss this quote, BigRagoo, after I read this one. I want to know your opinion on this one now. Coach Miles says, "I think we're more talented here in my first year compared to the other opportunities I had to be the head coach." Like, what do you think he's saying right there? What is he trying to say, BigRagoo? Is that a sales pitch?
Yeah, I think it's a bunch of sugarcoat, because there's no way in the world. I mean, come on, 6-42 the last 4 years, 2-34 in conference. There ain't a whole lot to sugarcoat there. It's just more like I would call it a love session for him and the AD and the alumni. So yeah, he's a positive guy. He's always going to put his spin on things. So I do like his style, though. The guy he puts his heart out there. I call him the riverboat gambler. He's went up against some of the best coaches in the SECs over the years. He's gambled and won and gambled and lost. So the guy is a winner. I like his style. I'm not going to put all the stock in Les Miles because, listen, he's got assistants he's got to bring on board. Les Koenig is his offensive coordinator, DJ Elliott on defense. And in Lawrence, Kansas, we'll see what happens. We know they got a great basketball program. Let's see if they can transition some of that onto the football field within the next 3 or 4 years.
I don't know, Big Ragoo. It smells like unseasoned chicken to me. But we're going to get out of here on Kansas Jayhawks Big 12 College Preview, brought to you by Boss and the Sauce Show. Let's get to the next squad.